Hey everybody, this is jdubs here and welcome back to another review. Today we are reviewing The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Manga Volume 2. The reason I'm not doing the first one is because I don't have it and have never read it. But I do have the first one, or the second one, and have read it, and I'm going to review it. So we're going to have three sections in this. We're going to have the art, the story, and the overall, and it's kind of fitting. This book just barely goes past where we are in our Let's Play of Twilight Princess. Which, I'm not sure when I'm uploading that video, but if it's before, then it's foreshadowing. If it's after, go watch it. This week's video was pretty on it. But anyway, that's not the point. Let's get into the review. Spoilers for the manga and the part of Twilight Princess. And it is past where we got in the Let's Play, so if you're waiting for that, maybe go back, wait for me to upload the right part of the Let's Play, which is going to be at the end of the dungeon we're on, and then come back and watch this, because the story does go slightly past where I am in the game. So if you're tuning in on the Let's Play, do that. If not, go watch another Let's Play. If you don't care about spoilers, keep watching. So the story of the Twilight Princess Manga Volume 2 kicks off with backstory on how Ganon got, sealed off, and, why the Twilight's invading, because of the princess's curiosity, which is not at all in the game, mind you, the princess's curiosity, but you can see here, she's saying, when the princess tries to see the shadow looks this way, and that creates a chance for darkness shrouded in shadow to sneak into the light. So, that happens. So it kind of gives a backstory on why they're invading and how they got here. And this is the volume that introduced Midna as a character. There might have been a tease in the other volume, but this is the first true volume of her, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. And it leaves off right in the dungeon with Wolf Link. So if we look here, Wolf Link is in a dungeon, as you can see right here. He is locked off in the evil place, and it picks up, she gets, you can see here, she gets him out, and they kind of go off on their rangent through the castle, and go say what's up to none other than, Princess Zelda. All this we've covered in the gameplay. I've gotten past this point. And it's all pretty cool, it goes to the backstory, all that, where, I don't remember the sword ever breaking in the game, but apparently it does, as you see right here, which is okay, I guess, Zelda's sword breaks. And I also don't quite, never mind. Afterwards, they leave, and there's this awkward chapter right here, and we can see that the evil King Boblin, as we see right here, has stolen Ilia, and we have a bit of Ilia's story in this, how she was stolen and is weeping, and, he doesn't understand why, because, she's going to be part of the brand new kingdom, as you can see right here, which is pretty cool, how they added that in. And then we have the exposition here where we have Ordana speaking to Link about what he needs to do, why he's what he is, all that stuff. And we have him sneaking over and almost getting killed by, was his Colin's dad? I think it's Colin's dad. Pretty sure it's Colin's dad. And we have a cat, because why not? And then over here we have a fight with the monkey as a wolf, which I never recalled from the books or from the game, but you can see right here, before they even get all the light spirits, while he's a wolf, he's already fighting the evil monkey. Let me see if I can find a good spot to show where they're fighting. Here. They're fighting, right? Wolf Link and Ook right here are both fighting each other while he's a wolf, which I don't recall. It didn't happen in the game, But I guess they need to figure out a way, an excuse to have this. And he enters the forest temple and all that. And when he wakes up, he's able to, kill all the insects. So once again, this isn't quite as accurate to the game, but, it's kind of hard to tell the story of the game at some parts, especially the dungeons, in the middle of in a graphic novel. So here we can see, him turning back into the human he was, and him being all in green, which is a really cool moment right here when he's in green, I think. And we can see him fighting Ook again, but this time he wins. Here's the big spoiler part. The boss, you can see him fighting him. And there's no puzzle solving, the fight with the evil plant monster, which I can't remember the name of, and the fight with the Ook happen one after another. Actually, he doesn't even free Ook until after the fight with the evil guy and gets the fused shadows, which are the shadow crystals in this version. So that's pretty much where it leaves off, and of course the best part, random cat at the end. So that's the story of the game of the graphic novel in a nutshell. I really liked the story. It was pretty good. It was about as accurate as you could get with a graphic novel to what the game was. You can't really get all that into it. You can't do most of the puzzles like are in the dungeons, and a lot of the monkey solving is not there, and there's some stuff that wasn't actually in the game, but overall it was a really good thing. He gets the sword out of nowhere. He doesn't steal it in the book like he does in the game. But once again, it can be kind of hard to tell these stories, and they had to limit it to only so many pages so that they could pump out more and more volumes of these. So I'm thinking that I think it's about one dungeon per book, in which case the first book is the beginning of the game, meaning that the beginning of the game is so long and tedious, it's a dungeon! Yeah! That was so dumb. I'm so sorry. And finally, the last section is the artwork. Now, the artwork in this graphic novel, in this manga, it really is beautiful. I really like it. It really captures that. So like this huge mosaic is just beautiful. It's both pages. It's amazing. I really like it. And while I was showing you some of these parts, there are some really just beautiful scenes that are drawn perfectly. And it's really well drawn. I'm not a huge fan of how they drew the Bokoblin right here. I don't mind King Boblin, but the Bokoblin right here specifically kind of doesn't really hit my buttons well. But almost everything else is just so good. Once again, Ook's kind of the same way. I'm not super fond of how they drew Ook. But, other than those two things, really, it's just so good. The artwork is truly great. The lighting effects looks good. Look at these water, I'm pretty sure, type effects. It just all looks so good in the book. And it's beautiful. And, sometimes it'll go into this little cutesy little bubble in the corner, and other times it's like super kind of hyper realistic, just like the game is. And the artwork in this book is phenomenal. The cat is just super cute, because why wouldn't it be? So overall, I really do enjoy the artwork in this game, or in this manga, but I do enjoy the game's artwork too. So now I need to give my overall opinion of the book. I think it's a really solid novel. I'm kind of glad this was my first one. I had a chance to grab the second book, or the first book, but it didn't seem too interesting to me, but this one was definitely worth it. I'm glad I picked this up. Oh, this is hilarious. I just realized on the back, this book is rated T for teen. I'm not sure if you can see this well, but right there, it says it's rated T for teen. That's funny. The game is. But anyway, I really do enjoy this manga. Its artwork is just great and beautiful. The story is really good, and it's about as great adaptation as you could get in something that's not the game. So overall, I will give this manga a 4 out of 5. The only thing keeping it is some of the character designs are not as good, and I feel like they could have done a bit more with the dungeon. You know, really all the dungeon is a fight with Uka, the fight with the boss, which I'm not a huge fan of. I wish they would have at least implemented the elements of maybe freeing a couple of the monkeys before having to go. And then, you know, the extra fight scene as Wolf Link with Ook, I felt was kind of unnecessary and was just kind of extra characterization that didn't really need to be there. And, you know, characterization is always fine, but it didn't add anything to the story for me, which is the only thing keeping it from a perfect score. But I really did enjoy this manga. So, there you go, my 4 out of 5. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be doing videos on Zelda for the entire month. Hopefully by now, I have uploaded my new Let's Play, but I'm not going to name it just in case I don't know what order I'm doing it in. So, actually, I think this is going up before that. So, my new Let's Play is coming out later, I believe it should be. And, you know, I just look forward, guys, to the whole month. This whole month of November is going to be entirely loaded with Zelda content. You know, we're going to be doing more book stuff, more game stuff. It's going to be entirely Zelda. So get hyped, because that's what this month is Zelda month. So, you know, once again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And, you know, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.